Hi guys, that just so annoying that happened. I'm just telling everyone that we're live. Typical, isn't it, that happens then? But do you know what? I actually found Bridget very polite and friendly. I think she's reaching out a bit because I think she wants the fans to understand her and give her some support. She's going through a very tough time. You know, litigation, lawsuits, they're horrible. You can't sleep. They can completely rip your life apart. Lawsuits. Hi Nadia. So Nadia, did you enjoy that? Do you feel I asked the right questions? Did I ask enough questions? I'm just trying to message everyone to let them know that we're back on. I think I've told everyone. Should we put it on? We'll put it on the Facebook channel. Right. So I don't know if people will hop over. Let's see. I told them. Yes. Please tell everyone, including Brigitte. I will say this, guys. I know Brigitte said she wants us to do a live with Rhonda and myself, which I would love to do. I absolutely would love to do a live. I can tell that Brigitte wants to give clarity and discuss the situation between her and Priscilla and the fans, what the fans are worried about. I can see that. I would happily do it. Happily. I don't think Rhonda knows that Brigitte would like it to be her and me. I completely understand why Brigitte wants to use Rhonda, because Rhonda, let's face it, Presley Mania is a much bigger channel. It's a much bigger channel. And Brigitte, of course, is going to want to get the information out there to more people. And our channel is much smaller than Rhonda's channel. So, yeah, she sure is. She sure is. She's got a brilliant channel. Now, I must admit, I was a bit surprised because I'd only just woken up, and I'm doing the whole point of the live stream that I was doing was to discuss if Priscilla Presley, to prove that Priscilla Presley was not the reason why Graceland had become a living museum, and to prove that it was the Memphis Council and Vernon's idea to open Graceland as a living museum in 1978. That was the whole point of the live stream, and we were talking about the fact that Lorraine Chappell, who are heartfelt messages that she's been sending me, and all the information that she's been sending me, news clips and documents. She even sent me the original document concerning the burial of 6 people that were allowed to be buried at Graceland. She sent me the actual document. Let's have a look. Now, Bridget is very passionate, and Lorraine, and she has sent me a lot of stuff. Now, look, I'll just give you some sort of idea, guys. This is Lorraine. These are the newspaper clippings. There are many, many newspaper clippings, many articles. Look, this is all stuff that Lorraine is sending me, and I'm going to go through these things gradually. There's just so much to go through. It's going to take a while, guys. If I can see if I can find that document that she sent me about the 6 burial bits. Guys, she's put a lot of work into this. This isn't like 10 minutes. For me to go through this and pick out the bits that we haven't covered already, it's going to take a while. But I tell you what, I'm going to go through it. Every bit. Look at that. As an old. Look at that for an old clip. Look at that. German girl says yes. Bridget, if you are watching now, I'm really sorry that the live stream cut off. I'm really sorry about that. I really enjoyed that live stream. It was great for the Elvis fans and for the subscribers and members on this channel. And 100%, I would love to do an interview with you, with Rhonda, and give the fans a chance to question you. And I look forward to it if it happens. I will say this: I am not a tech person. So when you said to me about using WhatsApp, and I think you said that can be linked to GWS auctions somehow, I don't know how to do it. So I need to be given instructions on how to do it. But I happily will interview you. Happily. Right. So I'll just go through. I'll tell you what we'll do with Lorraine. I'll just let's have a look. So look, she even has an article about the divorce, the Presley, where she gets awarded $750,000. Let me just show you. I know it's blurry. Nadia, I'd love to do that, but I don't know how to do it. I've never done a Zoom call in my life. I sit in my kitchen and chat to you guys. So yeah, if you guys tell me how to do it, I'll do it. Right, so I think, right, here it is. I've got the document that shows the 6 graves. That it's the Memphis. So it's from the Memphis and Shelby County, and it clearly says they can only have 6 people buried at Graceland. And she sent me quite a few things like this, but I wanted to concentrate on the Gracelands, whose idea it was to open Gracelands. And the other thing was I want to dispel the fact that Priscilla has took all credit for Graceland's opening as a living museum. And I was also saying, hi, Brigitte, I'm so sorry we cut out. So sorry. So she sold the last name Presley with limited uses permitted and the name Graceland as per public filing. Right. Okay. Well, surely that puts you, Bridget, surely that puts you in a good position, because you cannot sell your name twice. I know that she somehow, the fact that she sold it through Elvis Presley Enterprises. Do you think she sold it through Elvis Presley Enterprises? Did she sell it to, is it Bill Philemon? What's his name again? I always get his name, the billionaire. Let's see if I can get it up. Was it CKC? Let's see if we can find him on here. Did she sell him the rights to her name and likeness? Or was it sold to Joe Weishanker when he stepped in? Here we are, this guy. This guy here. When this guy bought Elvis Presley Enterprises, 85% of it. Let's get his name as well. Robert Francis Javier Silliman. So Bob Silliman. Now, Bridget, I'm asking you, was it this man that she sold her name to? So the way you've worded it is she sold the last name Presley. Right, okay. So she didn't sell the name Priscilla. Got you. With limited uses permitted and the name Graceland as public filing. So she also used the name Graceland. Is that the reason they called it Graceland Hotel? So does that mean you, in her contracts, the 4 contracts she signed with you, you do have the rights to use her name Priscilla, the first name, and you can't use the name Graceland. But do you still have the rights to sell her likeness, her image as well? Did she sell her likeness and image to either with Robert Silliman or with Joel Weishanker? So, right, so she owned this. This is also verifiable from CA Secretary of the State website under active business search. I'm always here to answer anything I'm able to clarify that in public documents. Thanks, Bridget. So do you think she sold the name Presley to Bill Filliman in 2005 or to Joel Weishanker when that happened? Or did she sell the name when Barry Siegel was Lisa Marie's manager? When do you think she actually sold the name Presley? Yeah, I understand that, Maria. So yes, did she sell it to Silliman or did she sell it to Joel Weishanker? Or was Barry Siegel the person that sold the name Presley? I'm just interested to know. Well, she's very, I think it's very obvious that Priscilla Presley is a very career-driven entrepreneur that puts money first, but that's okay. Yeah, I was an entrepreneur for many years before I retired. Bridget is an entrepreneur. She's very career-driven. It's okay to want to make money, but not if you're harming people. Yes, ma'am, but this is all public. No one has ever put all this together. The reality is my business partner and I work 20 hours a day, 7 days a week. Bridget, I know. I started business with nothing. I had nothing. I sold my car to get in business when I was 19. And I've got a twin brother and we worked, like you say, we were working 16 hours a day for 20 years, no holidays. And this is how we managed to retire when we were 46. So I completely understand what it's like to take a chance, to stick your neck out, have a gamble, do business, work hard, put business first, and put everything on the line to become successful. And it can all go wrong, can't it? The thing about being an entrepreneur is you risk everything. You don't know it's going to succeed. And there's lots of ups and downs, and it's a massive gamble when you get into business. So I completely respect someone being an entrepreneur and being successful in business. I think business people deserve everything they get as long as they do things correctly and honestly. Right, let's have a look. So I know you started in a garage. You've turned a very small business into a massive, massive worldwide success. I've watched all your interviews. I've watched loads of things about GWS auctions. You deserve everything you have worked so hard for with your partner and with your colleagues. I won't take that away from her. Bridget being successful is something she has earned through hard work and dedication with her partners. She deserves it all. Now, this situation with Priscilla, where Priscilla obviously looked to Bridget and her partners to help her out of a hole, to make, hopefully Priscilla was hoping that she was going to make a fortune using Bridget and her company. Priscilla made that decision to sign those contracts. She would have thought long and hard before she signed those contracts. And they were quite good friends. So with all due respect, that is not my style. Let's have a look. You're right. Right, let me just read this. With all due respect, this is not my style. I didn't care about the legacy of Elvis Presley. I would not have spent my own money to protect it. This is how Priscilla and I met, not overselling items. Yeah, Bridget, I I do believe that you do care about the legacy of Elvis. It's in your interest because it adds credibility to the items that you're selling, that the person who's selling them, GWS auction, also believe in those items. I completely get that. You do not gain in any way by selling things that have lost credibility in any way. It's in your interest to fully support Elvis and his items that are being sold through your auctions, because you're trying to protect the reputation of your auction company, and not just with Elvis items, with all the items you sell. And I can tell that that NBC News report, Bridget, and I've watched it quite a few times, and you did say that we've only watched the shortened version of it, has done some damage to you, Bridget. It's cost you a lot of credibility, and I would have thought Joel Weishanker has stuck his neck out a bit. I would say it's unusual that Joel Weishanker allowed NBC to go onto Graceland and basically badmouth your company, your products, and Priscilla. Because I think when Joel Weishanker said that Priscilla lacks the capacity to make decisions, well, I think that's very, very disrespectful to Priscilla. He basically called Priscilla stupid. Joel Weishanker said Priscilla Presley lacks the capacity to make these decisions. Come on. What a horrible way to talk about someone. And do you know what, Bridget? Graceland should have been buying these items. Graceland, because we know that the fans don't want items to be sold away from Graceland, away from EPE. We know that the fans prefer items that are being sold that are owned by private sellers. I get that. And you said this in your in one of your comments to us on our channel. You did make it clear that the items that you are selling are from private sellers, which I think is the fans prefer. And the fact that you've just now said that you offered these items to Gracelands before they went to auction, that's good. That's correct. I personally think, this is my opinion, Bridget, I think NBC were naughty doing that news article, because it could have cost your company a fortune. I also think it made Priscilla look a bit silly, because Joel Weishanker was saying he was basically saying that Priscilla is stupid. That's what he really said. She lacks the capacity to make these decisions. That's calling her stupid. I also think Joel Weishanker should know better. He is the head of a massive organization, Elvis Presley Enterprises. What is he doing? Doing these stupid news clips with NBC about a jacket and a jet that. Why? Why did he do it? But it seems to me, Bridget, that Joel Weishanker doesn't like you. I get that feeling. I get the feeling that Joel Weishanker, from my opinion, has got it in for you and wanted to cause problems for you. And he has. Do you agree with that? Come on, Jimmy is going to make a fortune from that jet. Even as a jet that has got credibility problems, he's still going to make a fortune. That's the most famous jet in the world now. Jimmy is laughing all the way to the bank. Don't worry about Jimmy. So, Bridget, can I ask you, why do you think Joel Weishanker did that NBC thing? Why has he got it in for you? Can you answer that? And I know that Bridget originally sold the jet. I know about that. Yes, and has been sold by multiple other auction houses after me. I sold it in 2000. Does anyone wonder why this is being brought up now in 2024? So I know the history. It was originally sold for 430,000. Is that right? And then later to Jimmy for 240. Is that Am I right there? Or now, Bridget, I think that they're using the jet and the jacket to discredit you. I really believe that. They're trying to discredit GWS Auctions. They're also having a dig at Priscilla. Yeah, so they've got it in for Priscilla as well. And they used NBC. I think NBC were used, have been used by Joel Weishanker. That's what I think. And behind the scenes, is it possible Jack Sodden as well has got it in for you and Priscilla? I definitely think they're trying to distance Priscilla from Gracelands and from EPE. I definitely think that. Yeah, Weishanker. I can't say his name. Ugh. I personally think it's very unprofessional what Joel Weishanker is doing. I think that he's playing with fire. Really do. I also think that Bridget Cruz didn't really have a choice but to sue Priscilla, because if Bridget Cruz has put a lot of work, probably hundreds of hours, into different ideas to help Priscilla make money, and obviously they've got agreements that anything that Priscilla does, that Bridget Cruz gets a percentage of the profits. For Priscilla to then just go, do you know what? I've changed my mind. Oh, I shouldn't have signed those things. It was a mistake. I was conned into it. I didn't know what I was signing. Bridget Cruz had no choice but to sue. That's how I see it. Now, the very clever attorneys in America, and the American system is different, it's standard to counter-sue. Oh, let's counter-sue. Let's make up a load of lies, and let's see if we can settle. That's how I see America. And to claim elder abuse doesn't make any sense, because I know she's 79, but she's going around the world doing many personal appearances. It keeps getting sent through to me. Like someone sent them through to me yesterday. I can't remember who it was. She's still, let's see if I can find it. She's doing many events to make money, many events. So I wouldn't class her as a typical elder. She's not she's not a frail lady that can't get about. She's getting on with life. She's like being very ambitious and career-minded and really spreading herself. Obviously, we've got the Summer Comic-Con, but we've got the autograph signing. She's doing a lot of appearances now, and she puts herself out there. Let's have a look. There was one that came up on my feed yesterday. Let's have a look. Here we go. Right. Now look at this, guys. Let me just quickly show you if I can get it up. Right, here's a typical one. Right, there we go. I'll show you it quickly, guys. Right. Let's see if we can get it from the beginning. This is not an elder abuse person. This isn't an elderly person that has no energy, that has been conned. This is a very active, busy lady that is still in very good condition. That is a woman going out of her way to make as much money as possible. Yeah, so we know about the Comic-Con, the Dallas signature signing. So this is a very ambitious lady. Yeah, this is someone who's out to make money, very career-minded and working very hard. So to claim elder abuse doesn't make sense to me. To claim that Bridget completely conned her, took advantage of her, forced her to sign something that she didn't want to sign, and she's accusing Bridget of wrongdoing and her partners, all because she changed her mind. That's how I see it. I personally think Priscilla just changed her mind, and you cannot just change your mind with contracts. You can't do it. Thanks, Bridget. It's been interesting. You know my views. I personally think that Priscilla just changed her mind. That's what I believe. And I think Joel Weishanker has got it in for you. and whoever is backing Joel Weishenker up, maybe Jack Sodden. That's what I think. I think you've got a tough fight on your hands, a very tough fight on your hands, Bridget. So I'd love to get together with you and do an interview with Rhonda. So just message me on the Facebook and we can go from there. They're all in the lounge. Everyone's using the lounge. Well, that was interesting, guys, wasn't it? Do you know what? I like it that Bridget has stepped in onto our channel to discuss this, because that's the only way we're going to find out the information that we need. You've got a lot of support from the Elvis fans. All the Elvis fans want you to win, Bridget. I always come back to the same thing. You sign contracts, you stick to it, you don't change your mind. I always come back to that. And I don't agree that Joel Weishenker on NBC did that article. I think it was causing it. I think it was opening up a can of worms. It sounds to me like he not only has he got it in for Bridget, he's also got it in for Priscilla. So this is going to be a tough fight that's ongoing, guys. Anyway, so what did you think of that, guys? That was very interesting. I still haven't been able to get back to the original story. I think with Lorraine's story with Gracelands, I think we're going to have to do that as a separate live, because I want to give it good time. So Lorraine, if you're watching, I am going to do this story and go through your clips. But I think this particular live, because Bridget joined us, has to be about the lawsuits. Just chat between you a second and I'll come back. Oh, I think I'm going to warm my coffee up. Actually, no, it'll be all right. Okay, guys, let's have a look. So I want to just I'm going to keep the topic going to do with Bridget Cruz and Priscilla and the GWS auction. I want to keep it at that because Bridget Cruz came into the conversation. I think I don't want to, when I do the thumbnail of this particular live stream, I don't want it to be complicated. I just want it to be one subject. So I'm not sure just how aware you guys are of of the Bridget Cruz v. Priscilla Presley lawsuit and the countersuing by Priscilla Presley. But as far as I can see, Priscilla, based on some of the information we just got from Bridget now, Priscilla signed 4 contracts. I think Bridget Cruz and Priscilla were good friends for a while. I think probably they were selling items of Elvis through GWS auctions. That's just a guess. Yeah. And maybe that's how they become friends. I think that Priscilla must have grown to trust Bridget. So when Priscilla was in a sort of difficult position, so with a large tax bill, her income massively reduced for many reasons. I think one of the reasons she became very unpopular, especially after Lisa Marie died. But I also think after the Priscilla film was made, that Priscilla became very unpopular. And I think somehow a plan has come up to help boost Priscilla's income using Bridget Cruz and her people her partner, probably many ideas how to increase the income. One of them we've heard about was the lip balm cosmetics. And I think there was this big plan where Priscilla and Bridget were going to make a lot of money, and Bridget's partners. I think Priscilla signed the contracts, which were witnessed from what Bridget has just told us. And it was all good to go. Everyone was going to make money. Now, at some point, Priscilla changed her mind, obviously regrets signing these contracts, and ghosts Bridget Cruz, ignores her, stops replying to her contact, messages, emails. And I think when Priscilla goes on to carry on making money around the world for different events, where Bridget Cruz is entitled to a percentage. Now, I don't know what that percentage is. We've been told by Priscilla in her counter-sue that it's 80-20 in favor of Bridget. I don't know if that's correct, because I think Bridget did say to me that it's not 80-20. Anyway, the 80-20 thing doesn't sound right to me. There's something wrong in that, because I think Priscilla is too smart to agree to give 80% of her profits to Bridget. That doesn't add up to me. So I think we're going to find out more about that. But anyway, so she's ghosting her, ignoring her emails and messages and whatever it is. So Priscilla goes off to make lots of money. She's not giving any to Bridget. So Bridget feels she's done a lot of work, worked really hard, tirelessly to come up with this plan to help Priscilla have money, and to help them both have money. And Priscilla has changed her mind. She's reneged on everything. So, of course, she has to file a lawsuit. I don't think she has a choice. I think Bridget Cruz and her partner, there could be 3 partners, literally did not have a choice but to serve this lawsuit on Priscilla. It's just my opinion, guys. I think if someone doesn't honor the contracts, you're going to serve a lawsuit. What else can you do? You can't just phone them up and go, give me money. You've got to do things through the legal system. Now, so Priscilla can't deny signing the contracts. So she has to come up with reasons that have nothing to do with the fact that she actually did sign the contracts. And this is where we get elder abuse, and not just elder abuse. There was many things. Let's have a look how she did it. Let's just quickly see if it comes up. Priscilla countersues. I'll just put that in. Don't forget, Priscilla will be using the best lawyers, and if Bridget Cruz is smart, she will as well, which I think she obviously is. Right, there we are. So let's just read it quickly. So with the countersue, Priscilla calls Bridget Cruz a con artist who duped her into bad business deals. That's quite an extreme thing to say, guys. You call someone a con artist, you're going to get a reaction. According to the complaint filed on Thursday in Los Angeles, the defendants, including Florida-based memorabilia auctioneer Bridget Cruz and investor Kevin Fialco, forced Presley into a form of indentured servitude where she was forced to work so that they could receive the lion's share of any revenue that she was able to earn in the future. The filing describes Cruz as a con artist, a pathological liar who's misappropriated more than $1 million from Presley and fraudulently induced her into signing contracts that gave Cruz and Fialco 80% control over some of the business ventures. I can see that it says some of the business ventures. So this is where the 80-20 thing is that question. So now, these are serious words, guys. This is a serious countersuit. The wording is severe. Yeah. She's calling her a con artist. Let me just see how she words it again, because so forced her into indentured servitude. These are a pathological liar. Yeah, pretty extreme, guys. This action arises out of a meticulously planned, abhorrent scheme by the defendants in the action to prey on an older woman. Now, come on, guys. Do any of you honestly believe that Bridget Cruz were doing stuff to prey on an older woman? Do any of you believe that? It's just... Right. Oh, don't worry, Lorraine. I don't think they meant that about you. Don't worry, Lorraine. Right. So they wouldn't take her personally and financially, while their real goal was to drain her of everything, every last penny she had, and the lawsuit filed by Presley lawyer Martin. Right. So I could read it on, couldn't I? My opinion is that Priscilla is just trying to get out of what she signed, and she's using very, very good lawyers, attorneys to come up with anything to get her out of this situation that she's in with Bridget Cruz. She wants the contracts cancelled. Yeah, Lorraine, don't worry. Don't worry. Don't take things the wrong way. She said librarian. She said librarian. I understand you've got that wrong. Lorraine, we are going to talk about some of the brilliant information you've given us. Some of it is very good. Nadia, I'll just message her direct. Let's have a look. Come on, let's not argue. Let's keep it all nice. Nah. Okay. So we're sort of, I think, in my opinion, that Priscilla is barking up the wrong tree and she's got an almost impossible task. I also think that Bridget Cruz better have some bloody good lawyers, because I guarantee you that Priscilla has got the best attorneys. So it has to be, I think, for Bridget Cruz to fight this battle, you have to have two great attorneys, lawyers, whatever you call them in America. And I think this is going to drag on, and it wouldn't surprise me if it drags on for years. Lawsuits, litigation go on and on, and in the end, the only people that make money are the lawyers. We all know that. And usually these things in the end settle. So in the end, they're probably going to have to come to a compromise where it's win-win. I feel sorry for Bridget Cruz. She's got to go through this, because she was actually trying to help Priscilla. I really believe that Bridget Cruz was trying to help Priscilla, but I also believe that Bridget Cruz and her partners wanted to make a lot of money. But that's okay. It's okay to make money if you do it properly, if you do it legally, yeah, with good morals and good intention. It's fine. I haven't seen that yet. Is it on Patricia? I'd like to see that. She did say that she wants to, but I haven't seen that yet. But obviously, she did say that she'd like to do a live stream with my channel and with Rhonda, which I would do. But I'd have to be shown how to do it, because technically, I've never done a Zoom. I've never done a live stream. I've never done an interview. So I would, though. I'm up for it, big time. Definitely. Remember, I'm just a guy at home in my kitchen that loves Elvis. Let's have a look, Patricia. Thank you. Let's have a look. So is this on the Defending Elvis Presley? Let's see. Okay, so is this on the Defending Elvis Presley, or is this in a messenger, Patricia? I can't see it on here. No, I don't see it. No, Patricia, is it on the defending one? So, did you send? What did you actually send, Patricia? So I'm on the Facebook page, and I scrolled down. I don't see anything. I'm just scrolling down. I don't see anything that's coming through the Rhonda thing with Rhonda. Nothing at all. Do you want to resend it? Naja, he probably does. I will ask him actually, because he's much more tech savvy than me. I think my wife knows how to do a Zoom. Nadia, do you do it through Zoom? Is that right? Because she mentioned WhatsApp, didn't she? Bridget mentioned WhatsApp. I agree. They're gonna come up with everything, aren't they? So Maria says, how desperate is Priscilla's legal team to come up with elder abuse as defense? Not just elder abuse. They call her a lot of names. They call her a con artist. And so the popcorn, actually you say popcorn, isn't Lorraine mentions the popcorn channel, saying that could help us, that they do defend celebrities that have been badly treated and wrongly spoken about. So there's no pictures. It says, before you watch the live, look who commented on it. So is it on? Right. So Patricia, is it on one of her videos? Let's have a look. Let's just go to Rhonda's channel. Right. Let's just have a look. Now, don't forget, I get sent so many things, guys. I'm literally being sent thousands of things. I don't have the time in the day to go through all these things. So, all right, okay. So this was Priscilla Presley a victim of elder abuse? Yeah. Right. So I'm not going to play it because I won't play Rhonda's things because it's not fair to her. And are you saying that? Let's have a look. Are you saying that Patricia? Are you saying that Bridget has commented on her channel? I'm just scrolling through, see if I can see Bridget's icon. So I can't see it. I can't see Bridget's icon. You know, her logo. Aha, I found it. Right, let's have a look. Oh, yes. It's a long comment. And Rhonda does reply. So Rhonda just replies, thank you for watching and commenting. All right, right, let's have a look. Are we ready, guys? I'm going to read the comment on Rhonda's channel on her recent video that talks about elder abuse. GWS Auctions maintains its commitment to integrity and to the authenticity of the items that it sells. Unfortunately, it appears that certain competitors and others seeking to benefit from the mischaracterization of GWS and its operations are leverage media channels to capitalize on ongoing litigation involving Priscilla Presley, but not involving GWS, to insert sensationalized claims into the dialogue. Elvis Presley lost jet has crossed the block of several auction houses, including GWS, based on FAA records. There is no dispute that the jet was owned by Elvis. Whether Elvis Presley was responsible for all the cosmetic changes over the lifetime of the plane does not change the fact that Elvis Presley owned the plane. Nevertheless, it's an example of the tail wagging the dog. Assertions regarding the plane are being used to unfairly cast a cloud of doubt over the GWS auctions. And from Bridget's point of view, I actually agree with that. I actually agree with what Bridget has just said. So one thing I do think that we do know is that plane did belong to Elvis. 100% that plane once belonged to Elvis. Now, did Elvis ever step one foot in it? I don't know. Did Elvis design the interior? I don't know. But it was once owned by Elvis. I think everyone agrees with that. From its perspective, GWS has a cordial relationship with Graceland and Elvis Presley Enterprises prior to the Priscilla Presley becoming involved with Bridget Cruz, GWS auctioneer, principal auctioneer. In fact, after Elvis Presley Lost Jet was included in one of GWS's auctions, EPE actually approached Mrs. Cruz about possibility of conducting auctions from Graceland's auctions. See, I never knew that Graceland did auctions. And the last time Bridget Cruz messaged me, she did say that Graceland auctions don't exist anymore. Is that correct? I mean, we know that the fans don't want things being auctioned off that belong to Elvis, even if it was things that were given to Elvis by fans. The fans want everything kept. The media, right, more on Bridget Cruz. The media narrative being circulated appeared to be influenced by external entities and vested interest in resurrecting and extrapolating innuendo from a matter that is ancillary to the core issues in the Priscilla Presley litigation, which again does not involve GWS. I think she's making it clear that the litigation has nothing to do with the auction company. The litigation is Kruse, her partner, is it Kevin Flacco? And there's two other people that are with Bridget Cruz. And Priscilla, personally. Yeah, not GWS auctions. I get that. So Rhonda just gives a very short answer. Thank you for watching and commenting. So I think I've already watched this, but actually, no, I haven't watched this. This was 10 hours ago. So I haven't watched this. So in a minute, I'm going to go off and watch this. So I'm going to try and keep the interview going until 60 minutes. I do like them to be an hour long. And then I'm going to go and watch this, guys. I want to do some exercise, some running. And I will speak to my brother and find out what's involved in doing an interview, in doing a split screen interview or doing it on WhatsApp. I have no idea. I'm not technical. Popcorn Planet and Andy Signal has defended Johnny Depp, who was innocent, and Michael Jackson, who is innocent. We need to defend Elvis against Priscilla because Elvis was innocent. Right, Lorraine Roberts, I do get confused, Lorraine. You're not the Lorraine that is messaging me. You're a different Lorraine, because the Lorraine that is messaging me is called Lorraine Chappell. I just want to make sure that we are talking two different people. Can you just confirm that to me, Lorraine? Hi, Vebex, how are you? We've had an interesting morning. We originally came on to discuss who is responsible for turning Gracelands into a living museum, who made that decision. But then we had a sudden surprise. Bridget Cruz, the auctioneer of GWS Auctions, who is in litigation with Priscilla Presley, suddenly joined us out of the blue, and it's completely changed the whole narrative of this live stream and the live stream we did this morning, which unfortunately we did lose connection. So that's that. The red plane that went up for sale, Elvis never owned it. He rented it one time, but never used it. He never designed it. And this was in 1976. Priscilla wouldn't even know it after the divorce. Now, Lorraine, I'm no expert, but the information I'm receiving is that they can prove that he owned it. Now, they can't prove that he designed the interior. I agree with that. Now, you're saying that he rented it. I'd want to see proof of that. We do need to try and prove everything. Yeah. People keep mentioning this Popcorn Planet YouTube. Yes, we'd love it if they came in and started defending Elvis. We'd love that, wouldn't we, guys? Lorraine Chappell has clearly said she has contacted Popcorn Planet and asked them if they will step in and get involved with defending Elvis Presley. And she's saying that at the moment, the guy who runs the channel is away. He's not around. So let's see how that pans out. But yeah, I think I'm definitely subscribed to Popcorn Planet because I think I'll just double check. I'm pretty sure I've watched things before. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's just see if I'm. Yeah, I am subscribed. So okay, and they've got. Let's just see how big they are. So they've got. Let's have a look. They have got 841,000 subscribers. That's a bit more than we got. Bridget told Rhonda that all Priscilla's lies and stealing money from people will be exposed and people will be shocked what she has done. I think she told us that as well, didn't she? Right, so are you saying there's another message? I'll have a look. Let's go back to Rhonda's channel and just see, was there more than one message? Guys, we all know that we all love Rhonda and Presley Mania. Right, let me just have a look. So I just want to see, was there any other messages from Bridget Cruz? I only saw one. Let's have a look. Yeah, I only see one message, guys. Let's have a look. Oh. Right. Yeah, there's only one message. Okay. Well, do you know what? I have to say that she's reached out to our channel. Bridget Cruz has reached out to our channel. She's answering Elvis fans' questions. You are all Elvis fans. We all love Elvis. We're here to defend Elvis Presley. Fans want the truth. That's the name of our channel. And she's reached out to us. She's answering all of your questions. Some of you asked some quite serious questions, and she answered every single question. You can't do more than that. Her replies were always polite and respectful. You can't ask more than that. So I think that Bridget Cruz deserves our respect. I really believe that. Now, I don't know her. She's not my friend, but she has reached out to us. I personally think she deserves more than, like Rhonda gave her a one-sentence reply that just says, thanks for contacting us. I think she deserves better than that. I think if Bridget Cruz has gone out of her way to help give us information about Priscilla and the lawsuit, I think she deserves a conversation. I think she deserves that. I'd love to do an interview with her. I'd love to talk to her. Yeah, I mean, I'm no expert. I'm not going to say if it was 100% did belong to Elvis. I'm not going to say that. I'm no expert. I don't have the documents to prove either way. So, all right, what did she quote Elvis, Lily? Can you just tell me? Yeah, we need proof. Lorraine, we do want some proof that it was rented and not purchased by Elvis. All right, I'm finishing now. So, she wouldn't know it was Like so she likes the client. They were closed after the doors. No, they were not. Lorraine, he rented the plane one time, but never used it. And after he divorced Priscilla, so she wouldn't know if it was. We just need documentation to back all this up. You know, even you, Nadia, you've probably seen the same information that I've seen. We need to see the documents. We can put, let's post these documents on our Facebook channel, on our Facebook site. So, Defending Elvis Presley fans want the truth on Nadia's Facebook. So, guys, if you want to discuss the jet and you have documents to share, that includes Lorraine, includes Nadia. Please post the documents on Nadia's Facebook. The Facebook channel is called Defending Elvis Presley Fans Want the Truth. Jimmy may have the documents. We want to see them. The impression I get is that he never used it. Oh, thank Lorraine. That's great. Thank you, Lorraine. And post it on our Facebook. Yeah, the Facebook is called Defending Elvis Presley. Fans Want the Truth. You're welcome to send it directly to me on Messenger, and I will post it as well. Truth, right, Lily. Truth like the sun. Elvis's great words. Truth is like the sun. So I personally think that Bridget does care about Elvis fans. Otherwise, why would she contact us? I think she does care about Elvis's legacy and image. So anyway, I'm going now, guys. I'll speak to you all later. Take care, everyone. Thanks to everyone. All the best. Have a great day. I'll speak to you all later. Bye-bye. Thanks, Nadia, and all of Team Elvis and all of the people that got involved with this. Thank you to Bridget Cruz as well. Thanks, everyone. Sending you all love. Bye, guys.